Hey everybody, this is Grace. Now look at this person. They're sitting on the wrong side of the road. The other day I came out like this and the person flashed their lights at me. And no, I didn't have mine on bright. But when you're sitting on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, I want to tell you, I just had a fit of laughter. Okay, seriously. Some would say, did it just finally... Let me tell the story, or some of it. But my life, I think it has always been, I'm 61, it's filled with, my life is a cliche, or what else, other names, still along that line, you can get it. Murphy's Law, cliche, you know, something like, think, not me, this is not me, but the crazy aunt in the attic, the people who I've known in my life who act like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, you know, figuratively. And okay, sorry, something popped up on my screen and didn't have any buzzer. Anyway, okay, I'm going to try to get this right here. But basically, my life lately has been really bad, seriously bad. I mean, I was doing things that you would see on TV, and that's quite a bit of what it's like when, you know, the things that you see on TV people do, like they're afraid, they're very afraid, and very good reasons to be afraid. At nighttime, they put something guarded in front of their bedroom door, you know, this kind of stuff, because crazy lady in the attic. Yeah. And, I mean, it's just, some of it is really funny, too. I don't like stereotypes, and some of it's very stereotypical. You know, the stereotypes are generally really bad, and it's like some kind of prejudice, you know, and but some of it is funny, like somebody talking to someone on the phone, doing something like Skype. It's not Skype, but doing that, and they're yelling at one another because like one is way far away. That one finally made me just crack up laughing. I did. It's so like, you'd see on TV, you'd only see this stuff, you know, people doing that because of the distance, and they yell. They're not yell like they're angry, you know, they just yell. Voice so loud that I was in another room, the voices, and I was purposefully ran into another room because that was triggering, man. But that wasn't the reason. It was making my blood pressure go so high because one voice was like fingernails across the chalkboard. See these kinds of things? Fingernails across the chalkboard, you know, booming, yelling at somebody because the distance between over the phone. See, I started laughing like that. It was just, come on now. Really, some of the most stupid stuff and some of the most terrifying stuff all along the way. Terrifying, seriously. And my blood pressure was, you know, all of it is just what you would expect would happen, you know, like textbook. Also, all those that you can think of. Over months now. Over my lifetime now. Like I said, I'm not exaggerating. I really am not. But to just finally, I mean, some of it is just, I'm a very open-minded person, very, what's that's called? Very, you know, live and let live type. Really, I'm not a judgmental person unless I have to be. Seriously. Unless I have to be like, okay, this person is off their rocker. Totally. Okay, you know I know better words for it than that. But quite insane in the membrane. It's all like that. I can't stand those kinds of things. Any idioms and all this stuff. I do like spidey senses. Oh, and I'm serious. It had gotten to where somebody, the ag person, had to be kicked out a couple days ago because my health can't handle that shit. Sorry, pardon me. I don't use that unless it's just been too bad. It's been too much. Oh my gosh. Ooh. And I couldn't even do things like, yeah, you run it. Feel comfortable in my own home. Couldn't feel comfortable uploading a video. Yeah. It's all cliche, all textbook, all what you would expect when somebody is under a tremendous amount of stress. And then the things that were happening, like I keep saying, they were so stereotypical. People who have a stereotype about them, like they don't shower and bathe. They don't wash their clothes. Was that loud enough over there? And, they don't wash their hands before they cook something, and they have terrible hygiene habits as it is. They burn pots. I'm not talking about just lately, but having two new sets of pots, one year and then another one, different ways. The newer ones, it takes a little more to cook, but it doesn't burn. But some people who cook want to stand in the kitchen and cook all day long, and I mean literally all day long, hours, and burn the pots. Even the inside and the outside. The outside that's supposed to be silver is black. Cook with spices that ruin 2 microwaves. Seriously, I couldn't get it clean. I've been doing this 50 years, or more, since I was a kid. And that stuff is crazy. You make a pot smell so bad that the spices don't even clean out of it. Microwave too. And then these are little things. These are the very little things. Very little things. I'm talking there's some huge things for somebody to get kicked out. That's it. I'm not dealing with it. Somebody invites somebody to come stay in your home without asking, and they blame it on culture. Oh, it's our culture. Family. It's to be expected. No, in my culture, which they hate to hear, I've never even said, because, I can't have a culture. But mine, you don't invite anybody to ruin somebody's life, or not ruin it, but to get in and just mess it all up because you need a vacation from your trouble child, which is an adult, and does stuff like goes out to the middle of the night acting, everybody else thinks she's Little Miss Innocent, into the middle, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, talking crap to them whenever they come back home, and he's outside in the yard, and he might want to come and hurt you because how dare you talk about how dare you be in your own kitchen in the middle of the night when she gets home. Wasn't about her. Okay, and seriously, I could go on and on with the stereotypes. I got to where I wasn't eating, not much. I've lost a few pounds. Yay! Seriously, I had gained so much weight. Yeah, and anyway, I'm out. That's why I'm out here at 7:55 p.m. I haven't eaten today. I had a salad. I know that, and 2 pudding cups while the screaming on the Skype was going on in the next room. I'm shut up in one where the TV is really, really loud. Still hearing it. Yeah. It just keeps going on. And it is things that you wouldn't expect to happen, but in the way you would if somebody had, like everybody has told me for many years, a jinx life. Okay. I just called Adam. I was laughing again because it's unbelievable. The things that happen, just freaking unbelievable. Seriously now. I mean, in my day, what Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will. You know, even some of the big stuff that I don't mention. But I was laughing because the little things like, I mean, some of it is just, you can imagine an irritant. It's going to happen. Something that's going to irritate. You know, like this, I used to come to this Sonic all the time. And I kept complaining, you know, they wouldn't be able to hear me. And I would complain. I said, well, maybe not complain. I would just make a statement of facts. You would be able to hear me if you turn the music down. Seriously, that's all that it would be. Turn the music down. Okay, I can't see around that bus, of course. I haven't seen a bus out here ever. Never. Oh, there's another thing, and it's stuck. Okie dokie. But anyway, so she couldn't hear me, so she came out, and I couldn't hear what she was saying. That she was coming out, and I was talking on video, or was I on video? Okay, now this bus is gonna do what? And okay, what are you gonna do? Anyway, so oh my goodness, I'm actually very calm because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how this all goes for me every day. And you know, people gave me that thing, said that I have a jinxed life when I was young, and they were there when all this stuff happens. Like, wow, you sit innocently in your apartment back then. I don't know how many years it was, probably in the 1990s. Yeah, it was. And somebody hit my truck, brand new truck, banged it up. It was, and the guy said, it's my mother and she doesn't have a license. She's from this other country. And of course he never paid me, right? Yeah, of course. But at this Sonic right here, you know, the young woman said, like I said, she came out and she said, I had to come out because I couldn't hear you. You know, I'm not always very low, my voice, and I know the score. And I told her, she said the music's too loud. And I wasn't rude. I went, Seriously. People have told them, people have complained. They keep the music loud because they think it's cool. And this has been like 10 years, maybe at least. They can't afford, Sonic can't afford to fix it. Yeah. And then sometimes I would go there and they would have it down. Yeah, okay. Okay, right now, what had happened, I had eaten a tater tot. Oh my goodness, see? Okay, maybe I'll be able to speak. But things that happened to me, like right then, yeah, I went down, I had already eaten it. I'd finished eating it so, before I left from Sonic. And then all of a sudden, something goes down the wrong hole. People, I can't make this stuff up. I'm choking, thinking I'm about to die. I get choked on hamburgers, hamburger meat. And I chew. Yes, I chew. I do, I chew. Oh my gosh, this is like, come on now. Cliche. And something else happened right then. I can't remember. But it's not clear. Everything's not cliche. Some of it's just like, you know, like I said, Murphy's Law kind of cliche. But really, how does this happen? How does it all happen every day? I mean, I'm a person, I look for the logical reason behind it. You know, how something happens. And I'm not one to, you know, think in conspiracy theories or, you know, some kind of supernatural or whatever. But I try to find the truth to something. Sometimes I'm questioning. I really do. Because these videos I have made, and some people say, what you put out to the world, that's what's going to happen to you. God. Yeah, when I hear somebody say something like that, I'm like, are you for real? Really? You know, you gotta put out positive vibes. I haven't heard stuff like that since the hippie days. Really. Yeah, you gotta put out positive vibes, and that will make your life all wonderful. Really, you put out that. Plus, put pressure on people. If it doesn't, something's wrong with them. You know? Come on now. Really. But to each their own. I am a to each their own. You know, just don't tell everybody in the world like me. Don't tell me. I'm just going to say me. Stuff like that. Because I'm going to let you know the truth of the world. Yeah. God. We have that weird moon. I don't remember. I read a little bit. Oh my God, I'm still getting choked. Okay, anyway, it still must be lodged somewhere. Oh my goodness, what? God, I just can't. I just can't. What's the expression people used to use? I really don't like them. I can't win for losing or something, and it made absolutely no sense to me, because of course. I don't always take things literally either, but still, make them make a little more sense, okay? It actually does make sense, but you know what I mean? I mean, come on. I worry a lot about what this world has become, really, because so much is what people live by is so cliche. What some healthcare providers put out there. It's like, and they even have this. It is so, they call it, yet another one, old wives' tales, old doctor tales. And you can just so easily look, see, again, easily look it up, go to the NIH, see what they say, and they're saying, that is not true. You know, they, of course, they're not putting it that way. But just, they could go look up NIH. What do they say about housework? Is it exercise or what? And but they put out nope. So many cliches. I've started writing them down each time one comes up. Go to NIH, read it. Nope, that's not what they say. And that the actual place they sent out these little, it's basically emails saying, we're doctors who don't go by old wives' tales. You had to send that out for some reason. I've never seen it before on any of them. I've been to plenty of doctors. But anyway, you know what? I'm going to wrap it up and talk to you on another video. Bye.